Hi guys, and welcome to the Aging Games. If you clicked on this video, you're probably interested in biohacking. Perhaps you are a biohacker or you just like to have more information. Now, biohacking is a really interesting concept that's been around for quite a few years now, but it seems to be pioneered by mostly men. The really famous biohackers like Luke Story, David Asprey, they all seem to be men and cater towards men. And a lot of the experimentations that they've done in biohacking were also using men. So it's a very different story for us women, with cycles, with changing hormones, with different things, but it's still a very interesting concept. And sadly, there are not that many women involved in the biohacking business or field providing information for us ladies. So that's why I wanted to do this video and give you some information, tell you what biohacking is, because you probably heard it many times before, but it's really difficult to understand the concept, and it also has different meanings for different people. But basically, biohacking is taking control over your own biology and using different hacks and tricks to enhance your biology and to enhance your life, to improve your health, to improve your longevity, and to do this all in a natural way by experimenting and trying different things, by changing your environment on the outside and changing the environment on the inside of your body. So it's a really interesting concept, and the reason that this really appealed to me, I started reading Dr. Jack Kruse about 7-8 years ago, and he was actually the first person that introduced me to biohacking. And I just found the whole concept really fascinating. I was always a big fan of taking control of our own health, not relying on doctors and medications, but that we can do so many things naturally. And I'm going to take off my blue blocker glasses for the minute, but I will be talking about those as well. Now that you know what biohacking is, what are some of the things that you can do? And I know a lot of people associate biohacking with expensive things, expensive devices, some of the wearable things that can hack your metabolism and things like that. But it doesn't really have to be that way. Yeah, of course, you can go for like an NAD IV therapy and it could cost you like $1,500, or go to a cryotherapy cabin and you pay like $100 for 2 minutes. And you can buy the expensive devices, which I do have some of them. I do enjoy them, but it's not necessary. Like, for example, the red light therapy that I have behind me is a great tool to use, but it's not a substitute for the sun. So biohacking 101 is get out in nature, go into the sun, make sure you're doing sun gazing in the morning so that your body can produce melatonin at night. This is a very, very important thing. All of these things cannot replace nature, but they can help bring nature inside your home and substitute for nature when you're not able to get yourself outside. Same thing with, for example, grounding. I've done videos about the importance of grounding and earthing and being connected to the earth. This is so great for reducing inflammation and for dealing with all kinds of different physical problems that you may have. But you can also buy grounding pads or grounding keyboard, things that you play under your keyboard. You can have all of those things, but they don't actually replace getting out in nature and putting your feet into the wet sand or the wet grass. Biohacking does not have to be expensive, and you do not need all these devices. They are helpful, but ultimately it starts with you, and it starts with things that are available to all of us. So a big part of biohacking is diet, and a lot of people in the biohacking industry or in the biohacking circles are involved in the keto diet, carnivore diet. They tend to be leaning towards a meat-based diet, and with good cause and with logical reasoning behind it, because that is our evolutionary diet, and that's what humans have evolved on and have been eating for as long as we've been around, which we don't know exactly how long that is, but I could easily say, thousands, hundreds of thousands of millions of years, we don't know. It's definitely a meat-based diet, and with some vegetables, some people eating vegetables, some not, some doing it high fat, some not, like David Asprey with the bulletproof coffee where you're putting a lot of butter in your coffee, a lot of butter, a lot of cream. Some people are not recommending, for example, Dr. Jason Wrigley or Maria Emmerich are not advocating adding a lot of fat now to the keto diet. Additional fat is not needed, only what's already included in your meat and your food. And especially for ladies that are going through hormonal changes, the extra fat can be problematic, and it can also lead to weight gain. This is why I'm saying biohacking has to be tailored a little bit for women as well, because we are quite different from men. Now, biohackers are really big on sleep. So sleep is, we know, I've done many videos about this, sleep is crucial. It's like the fundamental thing that keeps us in good health. So if you haven't hacked your sleep and you're not sleeping well, do check out my other videos about sleep. But some of the things that can help you improve your sleep and to produce more melatonin, like I mentioned before, sun gazing in the morning, making sure that you turn off your blue lights, your overhead lights, so that once the sun sets, you should not be sitting in front of your screen, you should not be on your phone, you should not have the overhead fluorescent lights going, because those are all signaling to your brain to wake up, wake up, wake up, rather than getting your body to wind down to produce hormones that will help you sleep better. So these are little easy hacks to do. You can have blue blocking glasses that will block out the blue light. You can also have blue blocking filters on your devices if you do choose to stay on them later on. But it's much nicer to read a book, to unwind, to meditate. Meditation can be a big part of biohacking because it calms your body down. It helps reduce stress, which we know is a large contributor to many different diseases and to inflammation in the body. So any way that you can manage stress is wonderful, and there's no better way to do it than meditation. Perhaps grounded and meditating at the same time. That's a nice combination. Another thing a lot of biohackers use and experience as a therapy is cold therapy. So they will be having cold showers or full immersion in a bathtub or doing even ice baths. Now, like I mentioned, there's a cryotherapy where you can go to these expensive clinics and you can step into this super cold freezing cabin for 2 minutes that's supposed to provide you with the same benefits. It's very costly. I have tried it. I wasn't blown away by it at all, and I don't think it trumps in any way the things that you can do yourself. So swimming in the cold sea, lakes, swimming pool, or just having the cold shower if you can get used to it. This is a great way to give your immune system a real boost, to control your hormones and to keep them under check. Also to boost your metabolism and to have more brown fat in your body so that you're burning more fat at rest. It's great for recovery if you're working out. So if you haven't checked into cold therapy, I also have a video about that, but it's a great biohacking tool. Now, I mentioned red light therapy can be very helpful as well. That can also be used for biohacking your body for all kinds of different things, for inflammation, for reducing pain, for rejuvenating your skin, for getting fuller hair. It has so many benefits. Some of the devices are quite expensive. Then you can find cheaper devices as well. They may not work as well, but it's also a nice tool to have. Now, a lot of biohackers are using the Fitbits or those rings, Aura ring, I think it's called, to track their sleep and steps and exercise and all kinds of different things. I'm not a big fan of wearable devices. I have a Fitbit. I tried it for a couple of weeks because I just really wanted to see what my sleep patterns were like. So I was very curious, but I just don't think we should be wearing anything on our body that is connected to Wi-Fi and connected to the internet. I think those things are very dangerous. So I'm not a big fan of those things. I definitely am not a big fan of having any kind of chip or anything implanted into our bodies to monitor our different stats. It's just much better to go the natural route and to find natural supplements that you can see all the supplements behind me. I take a lot of things. With the supplements as well, you can play around and fine tune it to your body's needs. Some people wear continuous glucose monitors. Again, I'm not a fan of any kind of wearable device. It is a good idea to check your glucose. You can have a glucose monitor, just a normal one where you prick your finger and you check your glucose. That's a really good information to have and to know what's happening with your diet, or if you need any help, or if you need to make any changes, and of course your blood pressure and things like that you can monitor on your own. So it's good to keep track of your progress as you get into the biohacking field, to see if the things that you're doing are actually making a difference. If you do get blood tests regularly, then you can see your markers there to see if your hormones are improving, to see if the inflammation sugar is being reduced in your body. So it's really good to keep track of it. Technology is good for that, and these tests are good for that, but I don't recommend the wearable devices at all. So this is just to give you a little taste of what biohacking can be for women. Of course, there are a million other things that I didn't talk about within this video, but just to give you a little taste of some of the things that you can do that can potentially change your life completely, make you healthier, help you live longer, help you look younger, because your outer appearance, the quality of your skin, everything is always a reflection of what's going on the inside. So if you have reduced inflammation, you're healthy, you're vibrant, you're full of energy, you're sleeping well, you're eating well, you're digesting your food perfectly, you're drinking just the right amounts of water, you're eating the right amounts of fat, then this is going to show on the outside, and you're going to have this amazing glow. Your skin's going to look healthy, and you're going to age in a completely different way. So I think these things are really important. I'm very proud to be a female biohacker, and hopefully there will be many more of us. I see a lot more women coming up and getting involved in these things, so that's really exciting for me to see. And I think that's all I have for you guys. I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to give you a little taste. And of course, you know, if you do follow some of the people that I mentioned, Dr. Jack Cruz, Luke Story, David Asprey, they have a lot of information on all of these things. And yeah, find out a little bit more for yourself. If you're already doing these things, let me know below. If there's something really important in the biohacking thing that I missed that you would recommend to others, please also let me know about that. And guys, also please do check out my new video program, the Age-Defying video program, where I brought together 12 of the biggest experts in anti-aging, and we cover a lot of different biohacking things in that program as well. Also about exercise and diet and what's the best way to move forward as we reach our 40s, 50s and beyond. And it's 22 videos in total. And I also give you a full exercise program within this video program, so you will love it. I have a $50 discount code, which you can find below. And guys, follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I always share a lot of good information, a lot of new information that's always coming out. So if you're interested in healthy aging, then this is definitely the channel for you. And also don't forget to like and subscribe. That's really important. And hit the little bell so you get notifications every time I post a new video. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy your day.